I could not have you here and not ask about Sir P. This is really for TikTok now. You've listened to some of his videos, I assume. Sir P. Politics Watch. The YouTube channel.
Oh.
You don't know about Sir P. You've never heard of it.
No.
Wow.
Is that bad?
In a way.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Really, Mark Shields? Really? You don't know about Sir P, huh? You don't know a damn thing about Sir P. Never heard of him, huh? Really? Now, jog your memory. Think about it for a second, huh? You don't know about Sir P Politics Watch, do you? Yeah? And him clear to you before? Yeah, right. You don't know about him. Is it that you're trying to block it out? Or is it that you're trying to play coy? What is it though?
Because you'd like to think that somebody with your history would be, at least be aware of him.
No, I have to pull it up. The
thing is, not about Sir P Politics Watch. No.
What is it? Tell me what it is.
It's a popular YouTube channel where somebody with an obviously disguised voice is speaking on crime in Jamaica.
I know this. This is rubbish.
Wow.
It's rubbish. I've heard him, yeah.
Ouchie, you remembered. Your memory was jogged and you remembered Sir P. And all of a sudden, rubbish, you know? Started to think it's like Celine Dion. It's all coming back to me now. Yes, Mr. Mark Shields, rubbish, that's what you call it, huh? Oh, really now? For a lawman who care about stopping crime and violence, ya burn out Sir P and ya say this and ya say that, but rubbish. Really, brother? You know, say me I look on your side way. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know Mark Shields was a white man. I never knew. Bear in mind, I don't really pay attention to stuff like that, you know. Back in the days, you see me. So in them time, the 2008, 2007, them time, I was in America, you know. I only know about Mark Shields because of the Busy Signals song where he says Mark Shields are come. That's the only time so I just automatically assumed he was a black man, you know. That's it. I thought Mark Shields was a black man. So I went the other day, you know, when me see the fix of him, man, I'm like, oh, Mark Shields is white. Oh, he's a white man. Okay now. Oh, okay.
I seen
what
it.
What about it is rubbish?
Well, a lot of it is rubbish,
okay.
And you know, I think I've been on it as well in a not in a very positive manner. But let's face it, there are people out there who are going to exploit the public, and it's unfortunate that people believe everything they see or hear on YouTube. And I say to everybody out there, do not believe everything on social media. Most of it is complete bollocks. Check your sources. Go to CNN, the BBC, the Times, the New York Times, or whatever, and check what you're hearing.
You don't say now, Mr. Mark Shields. You don't say. The BBC, the Times, New York Times. We should go to legacy medias, establishment medias to fact check. Oh, really now, bro? Are you serious? No, we should not believe what we hear and see on YouTube, but we should believe what we hear and see on BBC, CNN, MSNBC. Are you serious? Have you lost your mind? What drugs are you on, brother? Let me tell you something. If you're coming out here to tell people that their sources are kind of corrupt, wrong, yeah, we're gonna go with YouTube over the MSNBC and the CNN and the BBC and all of those corrupt media networks. Yeah, pretty much.
Get along with the voices inside of my head. And I don't need to
only
be
you can understand
break down walls like Jericho crumble. That is here.
It's not a normal thing.
Never lost.
I will never ever fall. Never ever fall.
Never fall, never stumble.
Break down walls.
You're trying to save me. Stop holding your breath.
Ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel, Dancehall News and Reviews. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscription button, click the like button, drop a comment. When you're subscribed to the channel, people, please click the notification bell and select all. Do the right thing, you understand me? Now, people, one of my favorite things about alternative media, like Sir P, Politics Watch, one of my favorite thing about these alternative media, they show you the facts. They don't just say, they show you. They back up the things they're saying with facts. Serpy is not gonna come to you and say this and that without at least backing up some facts, at least showing you something on the screen to say, all right, this is that, source in here, source in there. That is what they do. That's the thing about alternative media. They don't just come out and give opinion pieces. They're actually backing up the thing with facts. And you know what's crazy about news like the legacy and established media? They take small clippings of, say for example, Donald Trump speaking. And then they go on and on and on and give meaning to this and flip it here and twist it there. And they're doing that all the time. What's going on in Ukraine? They don't give you the full story. They don't give you a full breakdown. People are dying every day in that war, Russia versus Ukraine. Have you ever seen a news piece where they actually told you what's going on over there? Have you seen a news piece about what's actually going on between Israel and Palestine? Have you seen any news piece that they actually broke it down for you and gave you facts and show you what's going on the ground? Ask yourself, can you really trust BBC and CNN and MSNBC and these platforms to actually show you and tell you the truth? No, you cannot. The world is on fire and they don't tell you. They're telling you, look, there's a puppy. The puppy went up in the tree. And the cat got the firefighter had to go get the cat. Oh, rain is falling. Yeah, pretty much. They don't tell you the truth.
Because most of the stuff is complete bollocks. That's simple as that.
Yeah, there was a video.
That's a very British
Mark
word.
Shields believe Renita Adams was trying to get him that way.
Yeah, this goes on and you can sit there and scroll and you have to be careful because some of it is AI generated as well. But I've listened to that guy and he's talking about conspiracies and that there is this happening. Yeah. And I'm waiting for the evidence. But it's not. It's just blah, 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 blah. Sensationalize this, sensationalize that. It's rubbish as far as I'm concerned.
And I'm glad that you mention it too.
So I do know it now. Yeah. I understand you triggered my memory and clearly I do know, but it means so little to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's sad that people out there actually listen to that and believe it.
Right. So how can
most of it's rubbish.
So you have intelligence, and I always say police have more intelligence than the average individual, average private citizen. Yeah. How you, but with YouTube and the AI with misinformation and disinformation, how can we really and truly whittle out what's true and what's not true? Because most people think that him have some intel and connection.
Just act like a journalist or a detective. Check the sources. It's as simple as that.
God damn it! Oh boy! Nara, Ari, una have the man right there, so ask the man the question, no. Just ask the man the question. Uno stop and think. If Sir P did that say your Renita Adams was trying to get the man out, all you have to do is ask the man, did you at any point believe that Renita Adams was trying to have you Dashway killed or anything like that? Just ask him the question and hear what him have to say. So y'all gonna know if what Sir P say a garbage or not, because he's saying rubbish, and he's talking about AI generate nonsense. None of Sir P video them are AI generated. Nonsense. Garbage. The fact that it came out of his mouth and he said it and no one is God. Boy.
Do not just take for granted everything that you see and say, oh, well, that must be true. It's on YouTube or TikTok. Because most of it is just complete rubbish. It's as simple as that. And there are so many independent news sources that you can check before you can form opinion. And I think that also goes down to do not necessarily retweet, as I would call it, or re-TikTok, if you can say that.
Repost.
Yeah, repost, exactly. Do not repost unless you check it because...
But most people don't do that though. And then they said check the sources, they assume that, if it's on TikTok or, he's saying it like the source must be some confidential source. Yeah. So, even if it's not on Observer or Gleaner, he's well connected to JCF or the JDF.
Is he?
Well,
and if he is, then, I don't want to spend too long on this particular person.
Yeah.
But even if he is, how do you know that he is not just dealing with disgruntled cops who want to cause issues. We do not know that. Does it actually solve any crimes? Has he got any statistics to say, well, because of his channel, so many crimes have been solved, so many scammers have been caught? No. Is that the case? Has that ever happened?
No.
I'm not quite sure. Something the Patreon squad, I forgot. Let's sort out that.
But what I can tell you is this, that when I left the Jamaica Constabulary Force, they had virtually no platform for Twitter, TikTok, Instagram or anything. You look at them now, they are brilliant. Please put this piece on TikTok. Jamaica Constabulary Force are absolutely brilliant when it comes to social media and using it for the right reasons to show the good cops, the good work that they do. The wanted person on Wednesdays, etc. All of that is excellent stuff.
Hey, I want to find a clown here from, man. I want to find a big old Google bot here from. Because the man a chat about a garbage, you know. The man a chat like him have sense and him not have a brain. You can't tell say him not have a brain, you know. Because all the talk, him ask questions. Brother, do your own research. If you want to criticize therapy, go do your own research. You talk and you don't know nothing about what you talk about. And then you ask questions to Nara and Ari and them don't know nothing about what them talk about. So it's just that ridiculous, bro. Like, literally. John, hold on, just ja.
And I'd go for those sources, and I prefer those. And looking at some of the brave men and women in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and you see what they're doing. Yeah, they pick up on the odd bad thing. You've got somebody with a phone taking a snapshot of a particular moment where it looks really bad for the cops, and sometimes it is. But I have to commend the JCF for their use of social media.
Let me ask you this though: did you and Renita Adams actually get along?
No.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? I got him charged with murder. Do you think I'm the most popular person? I don't. Do you think I get invited round for lunch? No.
Still up to this day?
Of course not. I have nothing to do with him. I don't even think of him. That's a part of my life that was long, long, long ago. And this putting him up against me and all that rubbish, well, again, that was media stuff and everything else. It probably been 20 times worse if there was social media then.
Yeah.
Whereas all we got was the odd Observer cartoon, a few of which I've got in my office, which are excellent. They're really
Clovis,
funny. Clovis, going back to those days. It was excellent, but they were not good times for the JCF.
No, they weren't.
People like him, let's not mention him by name, but people like that were not good ambassadors for the JCF.
Okay, you don't say. Nara, good one. You didn't fully ask, but you asked. Good enough. Did you get along with him? Nope. How could you get along with him? You had him charged with murder. Okay. So if him did want to dash away, makes sense, right? It's not just Serpy saying, it was the whole running at the time. And you know that, so why you make it look like we're Serpy? I say, rubbish. Make it make sense, brother. Make it make sense. You got the dude charged with murder. The dude wanted you out. You wanted him out. The place did hot. The place did tense. As you pointed out, that if it was now, it would have been way bigger deal with social media, and everybody would be involved in it. It would have blown up way bigger. But the fact is that Serpy wasn't talking garbage. He was not talking garbage or rubbish. And you know that. But yet still you try to make it look like, oh, lump it all in. Oh, rubbish. But you and Renita Adams weren't getting along, were you? Yeah, and you did feel like the man did want to get you out, didn't you? Yeah, I saw you go one night time, man. But rubbish, no? Rubbish. Is it far-fetched, unreasonable for someone to say, yo, you got somebody charged with murder and that person wants revenge, that person wants to get you out? That is so unbelievable, right? Like, I'm just saying, if someone is a murderer per se, and you got them charged, you got them caught up, it's so far-fetched to think that person would want you dead, huh? Want you out, huh? I'm just saying, it's so far-fetched, right? Right, Mark Shields? Oh boy, these people. They're so pathetic, you know? So pathetic, telling us about NBC and CNN and BBC and check your source and independent journalists and this and that and check the footnotes and all of that, but he's the source. And you can't even trust him, the source, to keep it 100%, huh? You see?
We're going to talk about the most overrated police officer in Jamaican history. I'm talking about the middle of the road. Nothing to write home about. Police officer from England who drop a Ironman and end up at the top of the food chain. I have to talk about this because this is something we talk about regular. And here we have a real life case study. This immigrant went on the platform, The Fix, and styled up the movement wicked. A lot of you probably don't even know this. At the first day I hear this, the founder go watch for hear what go on. You know the channel, The Fix? You must know The Fix. Go check it out for yourself. Them can tell you what happened to the numbers before this video drop and what happened after. The skies opened up, he flew down, he was supposed to save us all from crime. Didn't work. Now he's a mediocre grifter going around platform to platform, seeing who is willing to listen. What I'm going to talk about is not because him style up the movement and the little YouTuber. People do that every day. It's because he fits perfectly into the category of people who may always talk about, the outer many one people. Just like Thomas Tisselwood, a mediocre nobody in England, drop a Iron Man and turn general.
Alright. Forward in my boss, Sir P. Come discipline the boy. As the captain of the Vulture Squad, Edmund Dranker there, and me I say, ark, reporting for duty. Cause from me here, the boy Mark Shields a chat off him more. Me I say, you know, say him need a proper discipline. Him need a scolding. Him need to understand him place. Say look a white boy. Nobody feel like say you can come dictate to we. You understand me? That's a thing of the past. Wanna feel like you know more than we. Hey, hombre, understand yourself. Lift up and go on back over UK. Go on back over England, boy. We not take no chat from you. How you, man? How you feel like? You try to style up the movement? Talk about rubbish, absolute rubbish. You're rubbish. You are absolute rubbish.
Mark Shields. Marky. What we have here is another Marky Saxon. And by the way, the platform, The Fix. Big up on yourself, big up on the platform. I notice another little thing where regular when I ask people, what do you think about the little YouTuber? Regular. Right. It's become a thing now. Nothing wrong with that. Big up on yourself, big up The Fix. But one thing I want to tell, right, the people them on The Fix right now. Nah, I know what them want. One thing I have to tell you now. Right. Because I soon put in the description. I want to refer to me as a crime YouTuber. The Fix JA, don't ever in your life disrespect me like that again. Don't disrespect me like that ever again. We are referred to as crime YouTuber. Crime YouTuber. I am a little YouTuber. Get it right. I am a big informer, little YouTuber that bad mind scammers and fight against artists. What is this crime YouTuber thing we not talk about? Don't disrespect me like that. Address me correctly by my correct titles. I am a big informer and little YouTuber. Please get it right.
That is it, Sir P. Make them know, refer to you by your proper title. Little YouTuber, big informer. That is it. I see someone them refer to me properly. Captain Vulture. You see me I say Vulture Squad arc. Them way the vile, gross and disgusting. You see me, cause we not pretend to be anything else. You know that go already. We keeping it 100%. So all who not like it, just hey, listen to me. Just start the facts when you conversate. You know me I say? Yeah man, call we by the proper name and them thing. They deal with the thing properly. You know? That is it.
I'm not surprised Mark Shields and them feelings. Cause a couple years ago I made a video about him. That talk about the whole situation regarding him and Renita Adams. They didn't get along. In that video, I tell you say Mark Shields right, fly down like some kind of white savior right, to die for our sins and make Iron Man whole again. The truth is Mark Shields has been, was and will always be an overhyped mediocre immigrant whose ambitions don't match his competency. Let me say that one more time. The people in the back who never heard, just in case I said, oh, did he really just say that? Let me go there again. Mark Shields was, is, and will always be an overhyped, mediocre immigrant whose ambitions don't live up to his competency.
Boy, oh boy, Mark Shields, you stepped in it. You most certainly stepped in it. You see them set you up, you know the fix set you up. You go call the little YouTuber name, the big informer name. What you go do? Why you do it, hombre? You see what you go here to say? You see what you did do? That care about. Yes, you shouldn't do it. You see, if you did do that, you wouldn't in this situation. No, Serpy is gonna rip you a new one. I mean, why you're not balling. Don't ball to we, go ball to God. Remember good. The man are gonna expose you now, Mr. Mark Shields, for the waste man, the waste police that you are.
Gone on the fix I talk about BBC and CNN. In other words, don't listen to the little YouTuber, you know. Go and listen to people who look like me. Because as we all know, see, this is what no found the Irish Saxons don't get, you know. The things that because people don't call them the N-word. And things that because man lie down with black woman at night time, they don't have certain inherent prejudices in them. Oh, if you tell Jamaican people about BBC and CNN, are they British? Are they Americans? BBC a British thing, CNN a American thing, PIA a Ironman thing. In the Ironman, the movement bigger than BBC and CNN. Jamaican people don't wake up in the morning and ask what BBC or CNN are going with. They want you to look at YouTube officer. You see a snake can change him skin, but after him done shed, he's still a snake. Man, I tell me about, yeah, but dog, remember say, Mark Shields have a black woman, so did Thomas Thistlewood. Your point is?
Well, I shall speak for myself. DNR News, the vulture himself. I'm gonna speak for myself. Me no watch BBC. Me no like CNN. Me no like MSNBC. Me no watch them. Be a propaganda, be a madness. You know what me tune into? Serpy Politics Watch. That is it. I try not to miss no videos at all. And if me miss a video, I got to go back and watch. You understand me? And sometimes we have to watch them more than once. You understand me? And that we tune into. As Ironman people, we're tuning into Serpy and the movement. So when man come and tell me about BBC, me I wonder for the bomb of blood. Hey, stop that. You know, I wonder if they're cussing bad word. You understand? That's what I'm thinking. BBC, you know, like that, but you know, our big black, yeah, like, oh yeah, they do have that in corn. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
PIA, that's what people in the streets tune into and want to hear what go on. A Jamaican who go to Mark Shields' country, all if he can get papers, all if he can get passport, he's constantly reminded he's a foreigner, an outsider. He's an immigrant. All when time him turn naturalized citizen, he's still an immigrant. In a their mind. But people like Mark Shields drop a Iron Man and get embraced with open arms. Well, I'm here to remind you, guy, you're an immigrant. You're a guest in an Iron Man. Me know say little boys to slay them round, they don't tell you that because they're so enamored by you. Please forgive them. Them frightened of a white skin. Them granny tell them say anything when they're too black no good. So when they see people like you, they get starry-eyed. You see, only in Jamaica can a middle of the road, mediocre Billy Joe talk down to the most streamed Jamaican vlogger guy in history, Mark Shields, can dip on the biggest platform and talk down to the PIA movement. Check the scoreboard, guy. The hubris of this Anglo-Saxon has to be studied. The audacity. The unmitigated gall. Mediocre foreign immigrant guy. Mark Shields. Understand this. You're talking about the PIA. Greatest movement ever. It rivaled the fan base of most artists. Most artists' fan base not as big or as strong as the PIA movement. The PIA survived full-scale attacks on the biggest artists them and walk with scratch-free. But the hubris of this man make him think him can reduce it. And we're going over here to the rubbish. We're going to talk about it, guy. As your people, them would have say, ain't it, bruv? Now, if it was some people, them would have really check Mark Shields on the spot and make him know, say, yo, I can't look at you on the movement you're talking about.
You know that go already. If I me did I interview him and him say what him say. No, bro. he would have get a nice beating right there, and then he would have left out of the interview brawling. You understand? Couple lumps he would have get verbally. You must say mad, would have beat and teach him right there and then. Who you little white boy, all white boy, where you try to do, hombre? You can't style the movement, no day, no how. We not take no this from you. Lift up brawling, but you don't know. You see me, and everybody deal with things the same. But the man out in blasted mind for try style the movement, as Sir Pia point out, the greatest movement ever. And yet still, them a try style it. The boy a try reduce the thing to rubbish. Like, who you? Oh, you are rubbish. Everything you say, everything you do are rubbish. Mark Shields. What you are talking about? Oh, you're bright.
You mean the movement and not just tell people what go on after it happen, or tell people what go happen and then it happen? Today we're going to examine the quote-unquote career, especially the Ironman part of the most overrated police in Jamaican history. Let's start by looking at his manufactured resume on Wikipedia, shall we? Can we start there? Let us start there. Now, everybody knows when you do real work and real research, they cannot use Wikipedia as a source. That's because any little troll can edit it. People actually pay money to make their Wikipedia page sound favorable to them. Almost like a PR thing. If you read Mark Shields' Wikipedia page, you'll realize it's all PR nonsense. I'll give you some examples. Listen to this. Shields introduced a number of procedural and technological reforms in the JCF which were credited with increasing the arrest and conviction rate, including systematic digitization of fingerprints taken from arrested suspects, increased introduction of closed-circuit TVs, and further use of DNA evidence. Let me explain something to the bosses live. Because whichever either read up on Wikipedia, don't know what go on the Iron Man. Everything that Mark Shields drop an Iron Man with, and claim saying come with the idea, man na JCF a ball for that long time. Mark Shields never introduced one new idea to the JCF. When you watch my other video, I'm talk about the outer many one people, and I'm telling you one of the biggest trait of the outer many one people and the Irish Saxons. I'm telling you already say somebody will look like Tanto Blocks or Shabarangs. Tell them say 2 plus 2 equal 4. The bosses slave them sit down there and say, well, me get back to you. But if somebody will look like Mark Shields come tell them so 2 plus 2 equal 4, then all of a sudden them jump up and go on like say them just crack the Da Vinci Code. Everything Mark Shields come with. When time people talk about this, Mark Shields. People couldn't wait to see who this Mark Shields was because they make it sound like he was the second coming of Christ. Make we hear the ideas them no. When Mark Shields dropped, he didn't say one thing people never talk about long time. Man in a JC ever tell them say, guy, bring in this, guy, this we need for the guy. Them sitting up on their hand like a bunch of dummies. Mark Shields come in and say the exact same thing what other man that say how long. Them start run up and down like headless chickens. That's because the Irish Saxon chip in them brain. The Irish Saxon chip in the Jamaican brain. Make them frightened for anything with white skin. So when Mark Shields say 2 plus 2 equal 4, then a 4. But if Tanto Black say 2 plus 2 equal 4, then they need some time to think about it. These are some of the most vile people I've ever seen. That is why Mark Shields have their nerve to sit down on the fix and talk about rubbish. Guy, you're going to know what you deal with today.
That is it, Sir P. Beat the boy. Beat the boy. Him need to learn. Him need to understand himself. And you know, sir, people, it's kind of crazy. It's weird to me that these ex-police and ex-people who feel like say them are smarty, them go up on interviews and me not understand it. What? Them not have nothing to do? Them not have nothing to do with them life. Them go sit down for an interview and reminisce about the past life or something. What is it when them go up on these platforms and attack? Who them? What them a do now? What's the relevance? Are they selling a book? Are they selling a movie? What are they selling? I don't get it. More time I see them something, I say, wait. What you do there? What's your point? Or you end up on the interview. Why are you doing it? You not have nothing to do. Somebody call you and I say, oh, I want you on the program. And if they did, why? Why would the fix call you, Mark Shields, and ask to interview you? And why would you call the fix and ask to be interviewed? Either way, it just don't make no sense.
That's why Mark Shields has the audacity, the unmitigated gall, for dropping the Iron Man as an immigrant and strut round the place, gone all upon the fix, attack like say, right, him one. Boy, yo, the PIA movement, rubbish, garbage, we all get fancy with it now, accent. Cause I say them man I come from England, you know. Ain't it, bruv? Mark Shield didn't mention one thing what I'm thinking about that was brand new to Iron Man. Nothing. That is a lie. That is a lie and a myth. Everything what Mark Shield say, man na JCF I say the same thing for years. But the little bosses slave them don't move. When time somebody look like them talk. They don't. They don't. You can tell them the same thing for 10 years. Guy, if you put on camera right there so, then we can see them sit down and twiddle them thumbs like Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Mark Shield drop a Iron Man and say the same thing man I tell them for years. And they're like, oh my god, did you hear that? Mark Shield says we must like start getting cameras. Wow. What is he talking about? This Wikipedia page is PR nonsense. I will go further. From 2005 to 2006, the number of murders in Jamaica fell by 20% from 1680 to 1340. Hold on there. Mark Shields joined JCF as Deputy Police Commissioner 2005. But halfway through the year. And he was gone by 2009, the early part. Who you know reviews somebody's career from 05 to 09 and only talk about 1 year. Do you know why they only talk about 1 year? I will tell you why. I'll give you the facts, cause if I don't give you the facts, we're not gonna say, but look at you, but trim this your man and I try this in back. No, I give you the actual facts, I give you the actual data. We could measure it, no?
Mark Shields, this is why people love Serpy and the movement. It's all about the facts, the receipts. You know that already, the man gonna show you what go on, what go on with facts. The man gonna back up what I say about you with facts. You did not back up what you say about the man with facts. Because in fact, when the man talk about you and Renita Adams, he was stating facts which you confirm, but yet still you say the man are rubbish, and when him talk about a rubbish, you know, if you had approached it from a different angle for say, yes, him talk some stuff where true, but him embellish or, you know, you can't say, alright, him a push it a little bit too much. You know, but yeah, make it look like say a straight rubbish, but yet still what he was saying about you was facts. Imagine that. And he's gonna speak facts about you again. For Mark Shields loved Iron Man so much he gave us his only begotten lungs. Mark Shields turned big police na JCF. Deputy Police Commissioner. In 2005. Him start work about the mayor, I think it was somewhere around the middle of the year. So him get at least one good half a year for work. That year murders was 1,674. 1,674. Him get half a year for work, you know. The white savior wasn't saving. But let's be generous here. Let's say, you know, that's not enough time because you need to go into the work and you need to judge like at least a couple years after to see like his policies coming into effect. Alright, I'll give you that. Let's ignore the fact that Mark Shields take over, fly down like the white savior, take over before half of the year, and the murder still almost touched 1,700. Let's ignore that. Because the Wikipedia page says that the following year, murders fell 20%. See that on your screen? 20%. Which year was that? What did it drop to? 1340. By putting that in the Wikipedia, what I'm trying to say is that a Mark Shields responsible for the reduction. There will be no other reason to mention that unless you're trying to say that Mark Shields' presence in the JCF met murders drop from 1674
to 1340. But they only mention 1 year. How can somebody run from 2005 to 09 and you only talk about 1 year? I will tell you why. Because guess what happened in 2007?
Wait. I got it. It skyrocketed. It skyrocketed right back to the top, huh? I bet you. Yeah. Even though I'm looking at the chart, yeah, pretty much I could tell that 1 year you have a little 20% reduction. And then after that, skyrocketed right back to the top again. So, really and truly, what did he contribute? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What is he good for? Absolutely nothing.
Murders went up to 1,584. Wikipedia page editing, Doppybot. Why never put that in there? Did Mark Shields lead the force? Was he not still in the JCF? It went back to 1,584. Call that 1,600. Call that 1,600, guy. That's why they didn't mention 07. Them tell about 05 to 06. Them not tell about 06 to 07. Because the entire Wikipedia page is nothing but PR for Mark Shields. So them give 1 year all-time reign. 1 year. That's like a footballer playing for Real Madrid for 10 years. And them say in 2005 he scored 34 goals. And then they mention no more year. That means they're not no more to go on. That means that them not have nothing more for brag about. Since a Mark Shields fault, why it go down to 1,300? Then I over fault, it go back up to 1,500 the next year. So that's 06 to 07. From 07 to 08, it went to 1,619. In other words, the first year Mark Shields take over, the mediocre immigrant from England take over. The first year Mark Shields take over and make firm decisions. The first year Mark Shields drop Iron Man as Deputy Commissioner of Police was the first year in Jamaican history murders reached 1,600. Alright? Him coming halfway through the year, we could give him that one day. The next year it dropped to 1,300. Oh, that must mean, sir, because of film influence. So what happened when he go back to 1,500? But then it went back to 1,584. And then the year after that, it went to 1,619. In other words, him take over at 1,600, and within 2 years, he was back at 1,600. And then by 09, when him left, 1,683. Guy, 4 times in a Jamaican history. 4 times in Jamaica's history. Where was the 1,600 murders? And 3 out of them, Mark Shields was Deputy Commissioner of Police.
Yeah, pretty much. We don't need any more intel. Bro, you're garbage. Mark Shields, you're garbage. You're rubbish. You mean if you tell me, say, out of all these years, Jamaica have these high levels of murder. You tell me, say, 3 out of the 4 top years are you did in charge. Bro, you still come attack. I lock if you lock off. Dig a hole and go hide, brother, man. Come and try style the PIA movement. I try style Sir P Politics Watch movement. Don't do that, brother. Yo, you know what you're talking about. You see you run up in the altar claps. Yeah, man, that you forget. Beating, Sir P. Beat the boy and teach the boy. And that's how it figure. Ladies and gents, yo, drop on the comment, share on the views. And the captain of the Vulture Squad, I say, if you don't want to watch the fix interview from Mark Shields, you can actually go on the channel The Fix and watch him full interview. If you want to hear the part where him talk about Sir P in its entirety, you can go watch that over Extra Fix. That's the channel Extra Fix. And you can watch Sir P video. It's a 40-minute long video. Debunking and destroying this guy Mark Shields is currently on Politics Watch YouTube channel. So that. Big up on yourself, love and respect. You know, say the captain of the Vulture Squad, and I'm out.